What's going on, good people? In today's video here for Clair Obscur Expedition 33, I'm going to show you a few tips on how to beat the Chromatic Hexga. I'm going to show you how to actually damage it. I'm going to go over his attack patterns and provide some suggestions. And finally, going to show you exactly where he is at. So with that, let's get started. So at the start of the match, once you encounter Old Buddy, he will shield up at the very beginning. Now on a side note here, if you do have Mael's ability Breaking Rules, which will remove all shields, that can be pretty useful. You don't need it, but it does come in handy, especially for this fight right here. So something to think about as an optional tactic. But in the event you don't have that, you could just proceed on forward, right? Now the big thing with this dude right here, man, is as the battle progresses, eventually he can turn invincible. You ain't gonna be able to damage him. So what exactly is going on? Well, if you see the color of the crystals change on he back, he become harder to attack. Right, so when them crystals turn red, he becomes invincible. Each time the crystal changes in color, that intensifies his defense, so you want to be mindful of that. But to defeat him and make him vulnerable again, it's pretty simple. Just free aim at the crystal on his back, whop it up, and then eventually you will see it says the crystal is vulnerable. Once that happens, you can go ahead and proceed attacking him as normal, removing his invincibility, right? So just pay attention to the crystals on his back. You could keep hitting it until it changes back to its default color, and then you should be good to go. Now that I noticed is if you keep his crystal in yellow state, then he will spend his move making sure that the crystal goes into the red state. So something to consider right there. It may just be easy to go ahead and fully deplete his crystals from red to white, but I did find, yeah, he would just spend a move making sure that the crystal would be red. Another thing to notice, I don't think you can damage the crystal when the shield is up. But when the shield is down, just go ahead, remove the crystal, enter it into a vulnerable state, and then keep whapping that bad boy up. So however you proceed with this tactic is up to you. Just be mindful of the crystal, the color of the crystal, white, yellow, red. Once you hit red, it's trouble, right? So, and then you see here, he's like stuck in a loop. He keep trying to turn it red, but that may just be coincidental. It may just be the fact that he didn't decide to whop me up. So I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and touch it up, send it back to its vulnerable state, and then go ahead and proceed with the attack. So if that works for you, great. If not, just go ahead and fully deplete it and then just keep that cycle going, and then you should be good to go. But yeah, this dude here was a pain. He was giving me some problems in the beginning, but once I figured out his tactic, he became straightforward. Now once you do all that, success, victory, right? Get us a new Picto in the process and some XP points, and we should be good to go. Now briefly going over some of his key attack patterns to be mindful of. Number one, he have this woof, 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 woof 4-hit move, right? I think that was 4 I did. But yeah, he'll do that, and sometimes he'll do that in a loop, so be mindful of that. The woof, 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 woof. He also has one where he does like 3. So he has like the 4-hit combo that he could sometimes loop. And then he has like a slower one as woof, 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 and I getting hit by every blessed one, right? So, you know, you have the 4-hit one, you have the 3-hit one, and then he got this wind up one, and that's pretty relatively easy to dodge, very forgiving. He also has a few buffs to be mindful of, so he could go in a rage state, you know, which results in him doing some consecutive attacks. But again, like if you got Mael's ability to remove all them shields, that ain't no problem right there. Now finally, gonna show you exactly where he is at, where you can go to face this optional boss. So once you get SK's ability to swim, I like to swim, head to the Stone Wave Cliff Cave east of SK's nest, right over here. So just showing you. And I would recommend tackling this dude maybe above level 25. But if you're always having problems, you could always come back and then be good to go. So just to recap, when the crystals on his back turn red, hit those so he could go into a vulnerable state, and then just whop him up, and then you should be good to go. So folks, that is pretty much that. Just wanted to give you this walkthrough video showing you how to beat the Chromatic Hexga, how to actually damage it for Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. As always, I appreciate the support, and with that there, I guess I will see you guys in the next video.